A UK-based African carer is facing up to 24 years in jail. For years, Anna believed she was living in a love story that was written in heaven. She waited, sacrificed, was patient, and built her life around one promise that Richard, the man she loved since high school, would return to make her a wife. But when he finally joined him abroad, what she discovered behind closed door of love was devastating spirit that would end in blood, betrayal, and shocking crime, which is sending Anna to jail. This is not just a story. It is a tale of promise, deception, and a love that turned bloody. This is one of the most interesting story I have ever shared on my platform. Good afternoon. The Lunch Club is where you will hear the daily lived experience and updates about immigrant experiences in the diaspora. We share these stories to inform and educate our audience. Today's story is a story that is worth listening to the end. Let's dive into the story of Richard and Anna. Because of the agreement that I have with these people, I am not allowed to mention the country that they come from. But this issue, it is very common in almost all African countries. Richard and Hannah, they met in secondary school. They were high school lovers. After secondary school, they dated briefly. After a few years, Richard left from the UK when he started university, but he didn't finish. He went to the UK. When he came to the UK, Richard and Anna, they continued their relationship. The relationship was growing from the UK. After a few years, Richard then asked his family to go and meet Anna's family to do introduction. After the introduction, Richard asked his family to go and pay the bride price, and he wants to marry Anna. That was all Richard did. Richard and Anna, they did the marriage in acceptance. Richard's family, they paid the bride price, and after paying the bride price, Hannah, as a wife, because the traditional marriage has been done, she moved in with Richard's mom. She was playing the role of a daughter-in-law. She was looking after Richard's mom, supporting Richard's mom, and Richard's family, they regarded Hannah as their daughter-in-law. Everything was going well. Richard's plan was that he would come back and marry Hannah. When Richard eventually sorted himself out, Richard's family noticed that after some time, Richard wasn't talking about his wife the way he was in the past. Whenever the mom is asked, putting pressure on Richard, now that you have your papers, you're settled, when are you coming to come and marry this woman and start having grandchildren? Whenever the mom asked Richard, Richard was always bringing excuse. I'm not ready yet. When I'm ready, mom, I will let you know. He was telling his mom all sorts of things. Meanwhile, Richard is a very, very known Christian. He's very, very active in church. He's very, very prevalent. Due to the pressure from Richard's mom, Richard, because of the pressure from his mom, he then bowed and said, you know what? Okay, because this girl has been with my family all this way, why? Let me finally go and marry Anna. Richard went home, married Hannah, and Hannah, after some time, came to join Richard. Hannah is a virgin. After they got married, Richard, and the plan was that Richard told Hannah that he doesn't want to do anything outside marriage, but after they are married, that is when they are going to consummate the wedding. After the wedding, Richard did not do what he promised. When Hannah asked him, he said to the woman, oh, babe, in the UK, I'm dealing with stress. I just don't want to make love now. The woman agreed, and she eventually joined Richard in the UK. When Anna joined Richard, Hannah was hoping that at least I have waited for this man all these many years. Let us now start living in the UK as family and live as husband and wife. And I moved into Richard's house, the rich house that Richard had in Rochester in Kent. The woman said that whenever she tries to touch the man will give excuse. Oh, babe, she was using excuse of stress. After some time, Richard stopped using the excuse of stress. He started using the excuse of, oh, babe, you know what? I have diabetes. I didn't want to tell you before, but I struggle to have erection. The woman said, you have diabetes? Okay, let's go and see the doctor. One day, always different excuse. Tomorrow we'll go, next tomorrow we'll go, Anna is now living in the UK. She's in the UK with this husband for more than 6 months. The husband has not even had any intercourse with the wife. And whenever the wife gets close to the man is always running away. The woman was like, what kind of marriage is this? My husband, whom I have been waiting for many years, now we are married. The man doesn't want to have intercourse with me. What is going on? Hannah Rush told her family back home. The family said, just pray, give the man time. Some men, it takes time, give him some time. But when after this has been going on for a long time, Hannah's family and everybody started suspecting, what is going on? Why is it that your husband, he doesn't touch you? And he's always giving the excuse. Listen to this story. When you find out the reason why Richard has not touched his wife, you will be shocked. This issue is very prevalent in a lot of African society. Hannah started telling friends, I have been married to this man. The man doesn't touch me. He doesn't. The friend said, why? The man said, are you sure your husband is okay? Are you sure he can have erection? Our excuse is he's got diabetes, and doctor said because of that he's struggling to have erection. Okay, support your husband. One day, Hannah came back from work. The computer that she and her husband used, she was going through the computer. She saw that Richard left his logins open, and she was checking what Richard was checking, and she saw that Richard has been watching pornography. Not just ordinary pornography, Richard was watching man and man having sex. When the woman saw it, my husband watching man and man making love. What is this? The woman initially, she just said, okay, maybe I don't really know what's going on. This is not nothing. She could not process what was going on. She just thought she just left it. 2 weeks later, she came back from work. Again, she was logged into the computer. She saw 2 men having sex. That's what the husband has been watching. When this time around, she couldn't hold it. She went to meet the Richard. She said, babe, what is going on? I have twice now I've seen you're watching gay pornographic video. Richard said, no, it's just a Google, the algorithm. He gave an excuse. The woman said, okay. Meanwhile, Richard's very close friend, this friend was the one that helped him when he first came to the UK. This is one of his best friends. Richard called Hannah and said, look, babe, my friend, he has a problem with his wife. And the wife, because of that, the wife now wants to take the wife they're going through divorce. The wife has collected the man's house, and the man has lost everything. He hasn't got anywhere to stay. Please, can my friend come and stay with me? The wife said, this is your friend. This is the person that you and him have been very close. I cannot say no to him. The wife, Richard said, the wife has stopped him. He can't see his children. The house, he's not allowed to go back to the house, and he hasn't got anywhere to go. And there's no way I can just say no to my friend. The wife said, well, this is your childhood friend. I cannot say no to your childhood friend for any reason, because this is somebody that has been there for you before. So let him come. The woman did not suspect anything. She thought it was just the husband's friend. coming to stay because he hasn't got anywhere to stay. Because the woman knows this guy's story. When this guy came, was staying with them, staying in the spare house, Anna noticed that when it's bedtime, husband Richard would not go to bed. Him and this friend will be talking. She just thought it was just men and men just gisting, talking about olden days, talking about life and work. She noticed it became a pattern. The husband would not go to bed. One day, she switched off the light. She saw that the husband was lying on this guy's, the guy was on the chair. The husband put his head on the man's body. When she comes, she on the light. The two of them jumped. The husband removed his head. She didn't think anything because she never suspected the man that she married, the man that she knew for a long time, the man who is a church man, the man who's, whenever they talk about homosexuality, he was always maintain stand that it is wrong. The Bible, he will always use the Bible to condemn that it is wrong. Why would man and man? No, it's wrong. The woman, because of the profile that the woman Richard has built for Anna over the years, she did not suspect anything at all. She just believed that this is nothing. It's nothing I'm thinking. One day, when this thing became, she saw the videos that the husband is watching and she's suspecting something, she now called her close friend. She called her friend and said, Dorcas, this is what I am seeing. Oh, my husband, I've seen him 2 times now, him watching gay pornography. And this guy that is living with in our house is my husband's friend. The friend don't now send the message. Are you sure this your husband is not gay? He said, God forbid. She sent a message back, God forbid if he is gay, I will kill him. He cannot. For all these years that we've been together, and this man, I am still a virgin. This man keeps telling me that because he is suffering from diabetes, that's why he hasn't had sex. Meanwhile, this woman that we are talking about now, she's in her mid-30s. She's still a virgin. The woman sent messages to her friends. My husband, I will kill him. I will. The man that kept me waiting all these years. No. That is the devil's word. That can never be the case. The friend said, okay. If this is what you're saying, okay. The friend talked. She was talking to the friend again. This thing is bothering me. She sent a voice note to the friend this time around. This thing is still bothering me. But she still said this, insisted again that if he is gay, that I will make sure that I kill him. After that conversation, the woman, she works as a carer. One day, she finished work. She came back home. And the husband wasn't even expecting that he would be back that day. Richard's friend, the woman told Richard's friend had gone to work. When the woman came, she opened the door. Anna opened the door. She was hearing noise in upstairs. Noise. This is not normal noise. Anna's noise was hearing, yes, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Yes, my wife can't do. That's why I don't like my wife. This is what I really like, but I don't really know how to tell it. Give it to me, baby. It's sweet. Give me. Hit it harder. Hit it harder. What? My husband. What's happening? My husband. Hit it harder. My husband is my wife is a useless woman. This is the word I like. This is what I like, but I don't know how to tell. When this guy was saying all these things, this woman was. She could not believe. She said, let me go and see what I am seeing. As soon as she was pregnant, she realized that the husband was on top another man. This guy was saying all these things. This woman went downstairs. The bowl that they used to eat, the woman carried the glass of the bowl. She went there. She smashed it on Richard's head. Paul! As she smashed it on Richard's head, that wasn't even enough. Richard, most homes in the UK, they have the radiator is very close to the bed. Richard fell. The woman pushed him with force, palm to the top of the radiator. Bah! Richard's head fell there and the man collapsed. Blood was pumping out. His gay partner, was shouting, you want to kill him? So the woman was shouting, so this is what you have been doing in my house. And this man kept me all these years, and he knew that he is not into a heterosexual relationship. This man deceived me, and I'm still a virgin. Richard was lying there unconscious. The woman did not even care at all. His friend rushed, naked, rushed downstairs, picked the phone, and called the emergency services. This is emergency. Somebody is dying here. When the woman was eventually arrested, Richard is still unconscious. Ambulance took him. The police initially, they referred the matter to CPS. They wanted to try Anna for GBH, grossly bodily harm. But they seized the woman's phone. When they seized the woman's phone, the phone was forensically examined. They realized that she sent messages to her friend, not once, not more than three times, saying, if I found out that this man is gay, I will kill him. Because of that messages that she said, this advice from the CPS is that they should change and charge her for attempted murder, because this was premeditated, because the evidence supported that she actually planned it. And because of that, this woman is now facing charge from the CPS, and they've given her a date for the case to go to court. It was Hannah's cousin that contacted me, say, Lunch Club, this is what is happening. And the sad part of this is that this issue, it might sound strange, but it is very, very prevalent in most African society, because gay is something that a lot of us pretend that it doesn't happen. We don't believe that it happened. There are many people who are living in relationship today. They are pretending to be someone else because of the fear and the stigma that they will get from their community. It was Anna's passion that killed her in the end. She gave Richard her years, her heart, her devotion, but his secret extinguished it. She got a life. She's facing up to 24 years in prison. His secret cost him blood and betrayal. This is the tragic story that teaches us secret has a way of spilling out. Where there is lies and love, the result is little. If you know anyone that will benefit from this story, kindly share with them, because this issue, it is happening in our society, but we Africans, we pretend that it is not happening. It doesn't exist. Don't forget to give this video a like if you see any. Let me know whether you support Anna. Would you do the same thing if you were in her shoe, or you think that she allowed herself to be carried away because she couldn't control herself when she found her husband on top of another man? Don't forget to give this a like. Let me know what your views are.